Never forget, this is what it is. Children, which, even based on their flawed data, have no actual risk for this thing. Complete and utter nonsense. And then you have adults. Rich elite adults, quote unquote elite, though that's not really the word for them because they're just phonies. They're just fakes. Literal actors. They get paid to pretend to be somebody else. Think about that a second. They get paid lots of money to pretend to be something they're not or somebody they're not. And people look up to them. People think they should have something to say about politics or whatever. While kids grow up with developmental issues because people were wearing masks for 2 freaking years or whatever the hell it was, and a lot of places still are. And so they have speech developments, they have social skill development issues. They're behind multiple years. A lot of research is coming out more and more. Suicides killed more people than the damn freaking thing that everyone's so damn afraid of, which again nobody can see. And I'm pretty sure I'd have to dig into it, but I'm pretty sure they don't even have an isolated version of this because that's the case for most viruses. They have to live inside something. So what they've been looking at are things like antibodies and other things around it. It's a lot of pseudoscience nonsense. It's a lot of conjecture. It's a lot of hypothesizing. But that's science. That's what it actually is. Don't forget this. And if you want to look at who was really perpetuating it, mainstream media, celebrity culture, you have big pharma, all the big woke corporations. Don't forget. Because the next thing that they're going to try to do, or they're going to latch onto, is whatever gets drummed up by the World Economic Forum or George Soros or whatever. Or, even if it's not conspiratorially created, it'll be an accidental thing, which I think a lot of what COVID really was an accidental thing that came up and people just took advantage of it. Some people shorted the stock market made lots of money. Just like in 9/11, some people shorted the stock market and made lots of money. Or I believe it was one individual that did it. One account that made like billions shorting the stock market right before 9/11. But they will latch on to the next thing as a means to gain power, to influence and control you, which is really how, in fact, that's really what it is. It deserves a longer video. They control you. They keep you voting a certain way, watching their drivel mainstream media nonsense, watching their fear porn, watching their addresses about how they're going to fix the climate and fix money and like all these different things, right? They're going to make things equitable, diverse. They control you through your mind because they don't physically show up to your door. It's all just like a facade. The reality is the American populace revolted against the U.S. government. The U.S. government would collapse in a day. People think that the army is this all-knowing, all-powerful thing. No. It doesn't work.